Okay, so he wants someone to summarize the Black Lives Matter branches.
Do you want to do that, Angela?
Angela, yes, Angela does that so very well.
Thank you. Thank you for that question. The biggest difference between BLM Grassroots, Black Lives Matter Grassroots, and the Global Network Foundation is that we are the work. We are the boots on the ground. The foundation, by its title, is a foundation. That is what it is designed to do. It has stepped into territory without experience, without qualification, and without the people. That is the biggest difference. And that is why we say, we declare, and we know it to be fact, that we are Black Lives Matter.
This individual that you are pursuing, was he a member early on of the organization? What was the genesis of it?
Mr. Bowers was hired as a consultant. Mr. Bowers hired other consultants. Mr. Bowers contracted with himself and other individuals under his consulting firm and positioned his firm to be the arbiters of the future of the people. And we declare and we proclaim that he is an impersonator, that he has been dishonest, and that he has misrepresented his intentions from day one.
And he's never been a member.
Never been a member, never been boots on the ground. He can only parrot what he hears boots on the ground say. He can lift from our work. He can steal our work. He can steal our brands, but he can never be Black Lives Matter because it is a movement of the spirit. It is a movement of love, and it is a movement of truth. He does not represent Black Lives Matter.
Say it, Angela. Yes.
Chapters, the boots on the ground, have never hired Bowers. Bowers was hired by the Global Network Foundation. He has never had an affiliation with chapters. It is a separate entity that was created outside of the work of boots on the ground with the intention to support the work of the boots on the ground. That is its very purpose. The purpose of the Global Network Foundation was to support the work of chapters. That is not what is happening. And that is why we say Bowers is misrepresenting and has co-opted and taken what does not belong to him.
That's right. That's right, Angela.
My name is Angela Waters Austin. ANGELAWATERS AUSTIN. My title is Director of Operations and Policy for BLM Grassroots, and I'm the co-founder of BLM Lansing and BLM Michigan, where we didn't have the platform to speak up for the family of Patrick Lyoya when he needed us the most. Shame on you.
And can you walk through the process of how the organization Grassroots has exhausted all efforts to try to regain control of the assets as well as intellectual properties?
It grieves me to be here, as I know it grieves my sisters, my brothers, our family. We would never bring this conversation into the public unless it was absolutely necessary.
That's right.
We thought that we were in a mutually agreed relationship to follow the initial intent that is out in the public to view. 2 leaders were identified to manage this transition who were never onboarded. That is also in the public domain and has been. What began as a transition ultimately became, and I'm going to use the word coup.
That's right.
Infiltration.
That's
In movement terminology, it was infiltration. And we found ourselves being handled by a master handler. He knew what to say to gain trust. He knew what to say to get himself left in the position where he could simply take control and push us out.
My words, not yours. Hijack, would that be fair?
I'm hesitant to use that language because of what's associated with it. I will say that he has taken what is not as his. He has misappropriated what is not as his. Co-optation is an act of white supremacy.
As recently as March, there are BLM, in fact, Dr. Molina's radio show is still branded forward-facing website for Black Lives Matter. Is that an example of, as you kind of said, the co-opted, taking over and used boots on the ground, that message?
I'll say that it is an opportunity taken advantage of.